Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 25th episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition. I'm going to go around the room and have my players introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Lexi. I play Fury Song, a Galliard of the tribe Fianna. She is a 3-year-old lupus born who is named Shinigami by her human masters.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I play Cora. She is an Aroon in Garo society. She's known as Two-Hearts, and she's part of the Getafenris.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I play Sorcha Flynn. She is a Ragabash of the Fianna and known as Onyx-Flame.
I am Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 18, a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garu. He is known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I play Mark Bishop, who is known as Guides the Fallen in Garu Society. He is a third of the Children of Gaia.
Alright, so, after fleeing the mage's realm, you have returned to the Sept of the Sacred Stone. Sorcha's pack bond has dissolved away as the temporary pack is over.
Yes.
Your gender thanks you as it is the next day at night.
Wow.
Well, because you slept
that's
in
right.
the realm.
I was going to say, that took a long time, but no. I understand now.
And following the star paths, you ended up on Pike's Peak in the middle of the night.
So our gender was there waiting for us?
No, so you've made
you've
made the journey back to the Sept, and that dissolved the pack.
Do they dissolve after a certain amount of time or after a mission is complete?
After a mission is complete.
Yeah, after we got back to the Sept, that was specified.
After completing the mission, yeah.
I mean, we could possibly do it again, because we're going to be heading over on another mission.
It's true. I think, though, the first business that we need to do is to go see Bear. We need to go take care of him.
I think that's a good idea. We should consult Bear and commune with him.
Perception occult, please. Difficulty 4 for anyone in the pack. Difficulty 8 for anyone who is not.
1.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, 4? 3.
Yeah.
3.
Sorry, I have to do things.
No,
the
you're
hard way.
fine.
Alright. So, Bishop, Kyle, and Cora find a path that leads along with, you get the smell of bear, and you see the claw marks and steps, as well as Shinigami sees these. You get the smell of an animal as you start moving through the nightly paths.
I'm gonna speak up and just warn everybody. Bear's not healthy. His area is not healthy, and it's a little shocking. So,
Were you there earlier?
yeah, while you were practicing your music, yes.
Do you think it could have been because of...
Yes, I asked, and it was because he had to use so much energy to break B's bond with us and him.
That's rather upsetting.
So,
I mean, and we saw the mage pull him out of that bundle of, like, spiritual twine.
yeah.
I can't even imagine how he feels right now.
So, like I said, we need to help him. Also, it's extremely important.
Let's make haste then.
And so you make haste. As you get to the realm, you see the area seems like a mix of twilight and autumn. The trees are filled with colors and the leaves are browning. The river is clogged and just a trickle at this point.
As opposed to the lush summer that we're used to.
Mark kind of is in a surprise from the last visit he had with Bear.
And you see, as you hear a crunch, and you see bits of frost as well upon the ground.
Coral will go to the cave mouth and call in, Bear, we're here.
As you hear a bit of a yawn, as Bear steps out, you see the bits of fur. He looks healthy enough, though you see kind of his nose cracked a bit with droplets of blood. Oh, as his eyes are kind of reddish, as if from a lack of sleep. As he looks you all over. Welcome home. Oh, you brought someone else, all Sorcha hears is "Wah." She's not part of the pack.
Did we bring her?
Yeah.
She's here.
She's
I'm just kind of hanging out in the back.
temporarily with us.
She was one of the children who was part of this pack. Briefly, I remember.
Mark is just sad at how Bear is right now, and kind of in like a skipping a formality of anything, he kind of just goes up to Bear and hugs him.
Hey, Cora did the same thing.
Yeah.
As Bear lifts his arm and he taps you on the back and then pulls you in for a stronger hug.
Bear, I'm so sorry you're this way.
I had to spend much to make sure that her corruption didn't get to me and then move through to potentially all of you.
Oh, you're always protecting us.
Well, I do what I can.
Can we... Will Gnosis help him? Will, like,
We
up
can
and
ask.
Totem help? Like, what do you need? What does
Strengthening
Bear
the bond of the one who is lost and possibly a few more dots now simply to just strengthen the land.
A few more what?
The land.
A few more what?
Like dots and
or
totem.
Strengthening the bond, so it's dots and totem is what that
Yeah.
translates to.
So what's the, because obviously I know I can just say, like, I increase my totem.
It would
Yeah.
be
But, like,
3,
what-
but it's
Yes,
like a
but, like-
it's a meditative process and
Yeah,
things like that.
Then
takes it.
I will do that.
Is it
Okay.
3 times our
It-
current or just 3?
It's just 3.
Just 3? Oh, thank God, because I'm at 3 already.
I think this is a very wise decision. We should meditate and commune with Bear.
It will take a day to
I-
forge the connection.
Oh, do we have a day?
And Sorcha, do we have enough time for this?
I will.
Time for what?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
where you don't understand. I'm sorry.
I don't quite speak Bear.
We want to commune with Bear, and we want to meditate so that we can strengthen our totem. And we want to know if we have enough time for that. He said it could take a day.
I mean, I spoke to Bear about it. We could ask.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, when do you want... What is your goal? Because I have about 2 days before my flight leaves. But you have accomplished your task.
Right, but our totem needs our help now. He's been through a lot because we've been through a lot.
You could stay here and meditate, and I could return and tell the Sept about it.
I'd appreciate that. Though I'd like to hear what it. So you're going to be leaving, you said, in 2 days?
That's when my flight is.
Well, why don't you... Would you like to join us in our quest? I know Kyle talked to you about it.
Well, I could. Could be interesting. If you're needing an extra hand or 2.
We can always use another member.
Yeah, we could always use some help.
I'll have to talk to my dad
Particularly-
about it, but
Particularly in a country we've never been in.
Exactly.
Yes. It'd be wonderful to have a guide.
Well, she's Northern Irish, not Scottish.
Well, still.
But
she's like been to the country several times.
okay.
Because being part of the EU and then also a United Kingdom citizen, like, she's traveled a lot.
Okay.
Sure. I'll have to tell my dad. But
Okay.
I could join you. Help you find your way there.
We appreciate that. Sorcha. Sorcha?
Sorcha.
Sorcha. Okay.
So, you do your thing, and I'll return to the Sept and let them know about the thing.
We'll see you in one day.
Sure. And Sorcha takes her leave.
Sorcha takes her leave. And so you guys do your meditating.
Mm-hmm.
So spend 3 experience and increase your totem.
Woohoo! 4 for me.
Me too.
I get
Oh wait, 3. Sorry.
Where is Bear's paper? Is it in here?
I don't think we've updated that in a while.
Yeah. I don't think so. Okay. How many do we have so far?
I have 3.
2. How do you already have 3?
I like bear.
See this?
3. You have 2?
Yeah. Assume bear is a male.
How many do you have?
It's ambiguous.
3? You already had 3 on here.
The way I could imagine it is that
Sounds good. So now we're at a 3, 4, 5, 9, 12. That's essence, right?
No.
No. Okay. I'm just making sure.
So, we'll fiddle with the totem after.
Yeah.
As you're all meditating and draining some of your own essence into the realm, you do see the frost starting to melt away. See new leaves starting to bud. You see the haggard look on Bear's face even starting to disappear as he slowly falls asleep, and you actually see the sun starting to rise and set multiple times, and his coat seems to get better. And the cracks in his nose begin to heal.
Nice.
Day's over. Bear lifts up his head, smiles at you, and goes, "Thank you."
Anything.
Mark goes up to Bear and hugs him again. No, thank you, Bear.
As he hugs you back, and he simply says, "You should get going."
Of course.
Is there anything you can tell us about what we need to do?
I don't know anything.
Okay.
I know that Traveler is a mysterious spirit who moves where he is needed. But beyond that, I don't know anything.
Okay, then.
I'll-
We will go.
I'll be sure to visit more, Bear. I know I've only shown up really with the pack, and I would really like some one-on-one.
Of course. Would love to see you.
Thank you, Bear.
As you pass back through, it is the daytime in the Umbra. You see the clouds hanging over as it's always the shadows of the trees extend all over as you see the nice mist hanging about the stones. As you pass into the cairn, it begins to light up a bit as there are vibrant colors, though there's still the gray sky of the Umbra itself, as you see several of the set members moving around, and Rajinder heading your way.
Hey.
You said you weren't going to stay long.
No.
How long will you be staying?
Probably for today. We might have to leave tomorrow.
Okay. I suppose then. Wait here. I'll be back.
Okay.
As he leaves, and then he comes back with Sorcha as he goes, "She said that you had invited her along, so I decided I'd bring her along. These will help you on your journey," as he hands you each a small little bag.
Aww.
As it is a bag of Gaia's Breath, a moon sign, death dust, and vision pool.
Gaia's breath. Moon sign, death dust.
Thank you so much.
These should help pay for any moon bridges you need.
So, Gaia's Breath,
Moon sign,
Moon Sign,
Death dust
death dust,
and vision.
and vision pool.
All Child of Gaia versions.
Various. There's a couple that are kind of Utena looking.
Okay.
Vision pool?
Oh yes, it's a simple talent that can help you if you decide to use it
Moon sign,
rather
death
than
dust.
spend it. It's on page 76.
Not Bell of Ice, because that's my personal one, but Gaia's Breath, Moon Sign, Death Dust, and Vision Pool.
It's a simple spirit that we were able to create here because of this. Easier because we're here in this sept. As he goes, it's a powder that you will place in some still water, a lake, possibly. It will create a murky color at first, and then it will become an image of something that will happen within the next week, and that concerns the talent user. But they are rarely literal, and unfortunately they can be a bit cryptic.
Well, the ways of the spirits are cryptic, so...
Yes,
Thank you, Regender Final Days. I appreciate this gift.
of course.
Quite
And-
generous.
It's to get you to Europe. There's a couple moon bridges I know you'll have to jump through, but we'll make sure that the first one to the Sept of the Winterfang is done without paying a talent to this sept. You are free to use our moon bridge, as you know.
Thank you.
And you, Kyle, for passing your rank, I wanted to give you this, as it's a little rabbit's foot.
Thank you.
It's called a Lagomorph's boon.
I don't think I've heard of that.
It's a fetish that has gained more popularity typically with Bone Gnars and Fianna, which should help. It's quite simple. It's a level 2 fetish.
Okay.
Gnosis 7. You can only it only works every now and then, but it does make you a little luckier. A luck spirit's bound into it. What that means in game terms is you roll to activate it, diff 7 using your Gnosis. Every success you roll is a number of ones at that scene that you can convert into 2s instead of a 1. So if you roll 3 successes, a total of 3 ones that scene can be turned into
That's
2s
awesome.
and not subtract from successes.
It's like
So you have to
almost as good
choose
as
which
Mulligan.
ones you convert.
It's almost as good as a
Okay.
mulligan, yeah.
Yeah.
So, once per scene, and of course the scene you use it on, you can't spend rage either. Oh, that when you activate it.
Oh, I was just like, the scene?
No, when you
Holy shit.
the turn you activate it
But
on.
yeah, that makes sense.
So,
But if it's a scene, can I activate it before we jump into combat? Essentially, if
Yeah.
I know combat, like if we have the drop on someone.
yes.
Okay.
And then it's and then a total of so if you got 4 successes, you got to choose which four ones you're able to convert.
What an incredible. I will treasure it. Thank you, kindly.
Of course.
That's awesome.
I'll go collect the gatekeeper
Thank you.
as he steps away briefly.
You guys ready then?
Well, as ready as we'll ever be, I'd imagine.
Of course. Any of you been to Europe?
Nope.
Nope.
Barely been out of my own state.
When we were asked to leave, that was the first time I've ever been out of the city. or state.
I am probably just gonna try and find Steven just to say a quick goodbye. I don't have to role play it out or anything. Just say goodbye because he's my bestie. So
He is, really.
Yep. Gives you a hug.
I'll be seeing you soon.
Always. I knew you get the travel itch once you got it.
I don't want to travel. But, for Gaia.
Okay. Sure. As Louis Earthwalker arrives and calls upon Phoenix, as the Great Spirit taps the stone and a bridge of fire converts into a bridge of moonlight heading off into the heavens.
It was such a cool moon bridge.
It's cool
Ours
every
is
time.
the best moon bridge.
Oh, the totem of Sacred Stone is Phoenix?
No, Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great
They're
golden
Great
eagle.
yeah.
Which
Great
is
golden
like a offshoot
A
of Phoenix.
He's under Phoenix's brood.
Yeah, he's in Phoenix.
Okay.
As it shoots off and you run along the moon bridge and...
Mm-hmm.
End up in Sept of the Winterfang.
Yep.
What, is Winterfang a lupus?
It's a Get a Fenris.
It's the Get a Fenris
Oh,
one.
okay.
As she goes, oh, hey!
Good to see you again.
Likewise. Hey.
Stalled.
Long
Well done. Eidetic memory.
As she goes, you gonna be staying long? Just passing through.
Just passing through.
Okay, well, Sep's always looking for new talents to make use, and we'll do the proper procedures for our spirit. I assume a talent each, please?
Yep, guys,
course.
Of
breath.
course.
A guy's breath. Ooh, perfect.
A death's dust from me.
Death's dust from me as well.
Okay.
What do they all do?
Guy's breath allows you to heal. Aggravated damage. Death dust lets you ask a single question of a dead person. And moon sign allows you to change a shapeshifter back into their breed form.
What was
One
vision?
moon sign from me.
And vision pool is the one where you pour into still water and it'll turn into an image of something that will happen to you in the next week that you'll have to translate because it's a cryptic image.
I have talent cards, so if you have further questions.
Mark,
so which one would you like to give up?
Moon sign.
Moon sign.
Mark will also give up the moon sign.
All right. She takes them. As he goes, Badger! What do you want to... Oh, which way are you going?
East.
Towards
East?
Europe.
Towards Europe. Oh, so you want the gateway out of this place. Got it.
Yeah.
Badger! These wayward spirits would like to go to a den of weaver creatures and hoorah! Open the way and show them forth. Good luck. I heard Europe's beautiful this time of year.
Hey, Kyle, your friend's pretty blunt.
As you see this badger, this bear-sized
I like her.
Wolverine just...
Oh, yep, we've met Badger.
Yeah. As it
Badger.
growls and gives this roar as you just see fury, pure fury, shoot off into the heavens and then turn into a silvery moon bridge.
Mark, be sure to give his supplication to Badger Spirit. Thank you, Reverend Spirit.
He roars and froths in approving.
he froths approval.
Froths approvingly.
As you launch up into the heavens, as you come down, as you hear, oh, God, oh.
Sorry.
As you see Roger there, oh.
Hey.
Hey!
Good to see you.
Nice
He
to
likes
see
her.
you.
Oh, it's nice to see
As
you.
he rubs his legs on his pant like,
Oh,
good
yeah.
to see you, as he just grabs your arm.
Yeah.
And just,
Oh, Roger, it's been a while.
yeah.
Nice to see you again, Roger.
Yeah, as he just...
Yeah, and
Who's your
Cora's-
friend?
This is Sorcha.
Sorcha, nice
Rubs
to
his
meet
pants
you.
legs, you just feel that kind of like
Grime.
3-day-old grime.
Fine with me.
Greasy. Hey, Kyle.
Trouble seat.
You
Hey, I'm on temporary gatekeeper duty, so welcome back.
Thanks.
Thank
We
you.
are just passing through. Actually, we're
Really?
trying to get to Scotland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can talk to the mouse spirit and the lake spirit to get you guys over there. Just
That would be awesome.
yeah. What are you doing in Scotland?
Had a vision from Traveler.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's
That's not the weirdest thing that's happened to us.
No.
No.
I get that. I get that a lot.
Next time when we have time, we'll talk to you about the Nexus Walker.
Oh, Nexus crawlers?
Yeah.
No, we've dealt with those. They suck.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Before Shame died, they turned part of his shoulder into a maggot.
Ooh,
Oh, Cora here got almost dipped in molten silver.
that's true.
You had a pair of metal slippers for a bit.
For a bit.
Wow.
It's out of character. It sucks that I want to say what I did, but technically I wasn't there. Somebody else was. So I'm like,
Oh no!
I can't talk about my participation because she wouldn't know.
Anyway, because I got in trouble, I gotta do the gatekeeper duty.
You got in trouble?
Oh.
No.
That
It's
can't be.
a crisis and a shame, quite frankly. And because Snow likes to be honorable, and Heather agrees, I'm gonna make sure, as he whispers, not whisperingly, you don't have to pay a talent. Yo, Mara, White Mouse, I call upon thee to open up a moon bridge. Come forth and share the path, show the path. As you see this corgi-sized mouse of snow appear, and you see a beautiful woman rise up from the lake. And as she taps her heart and taps the stone, as the stone starts to glow, and the mouse taps the lake and causes it to part ways. As the water that parts shoots up and becomes a beam of light. That's the way to Europe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roger.
Yeah, go.
Give my
Okay.
blessings to Snow. Bye.
I give a quick bow to the spirits. Thank you.
Go. Wait, what about my talent?
Oh, you!
As you shoot off. This longer due to the length.
Europe.
Yep.
Friend of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good.
Sometimes is, sometimes he's a rascal.
Yeah, we'll see how this turns out for us.
Oh no.
As you start coming down finally, as you pass over the clouds into the ethereal realm and start coming back down,
Nice.
you land as you see a man somewhat shocked as he starts speaking Spanish at you.
Do I know foreign languages?
As he looks at you, he stops and he starts speaking the Garu tongue.
Oh, thank you.
Just that look of panic on everyone's face. Oh
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sept of the Green?
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's where all the ignorant ones come from.
Yep.
Alec Moonriver.
Cora Two-Hearts. Cora Two-Hearts. We're from Moria's Bane. We are trying to get to Scotland.
Okay, we can open a moon bridge for you into the United Kingdom. We don't have any that go to Scotland.
Where's the closest to?
Out of character, but they happen to have one that goes to my home set?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Your character doesn't know this because she's too sheltered, so...
Okay.
In this part. So.
Fine.
But, yeah. As he goes, we can get you to the Sept of, as I said, the copper door. It's in the southern UK. I don't know if they have any moon bridges in... Or I think they have some moon bridges elsewhere in the United Kingdom, but I don't think there are any that... They don't have any that lead into Scotland as well.
Okay.
Question out of character.
Yeah.
Going through 3 consecutive moon bridges, would that do anything to one's stomach or cognizance or anything?
Not really, no. You just... It's basically like being on the thing in the airport.
Oh.
On the fast walking thing.
Yeah, the fast walking
Love
thing.
that.
I do too.
It's like that. It just basically shrinks the space that you need to go by 1,000.
What sept are we? Did the Sept of the Green send us to?
Oh, you are...
Where are we?
As he looks at you and goes,
I figured we were in Spain.
and we are the Sept of... Yes, you are.
In Spain.
You are in the Sept of the Hidden Lake. It is a Silver Fang sept.
I try very hard not to roll my eyes.
I kind of... That explains a lot. Not really trying to gain attention.
It's a beautiful name and a beautiful sept.
Thank you.
I will look around when I say that so that I'm not just staring at him.
As you look over, they are massive trees, as there's a great lake that the Cairn grounds go right up against.
You got that right, Kyle.
Well, thank you.
I mean, the scenery certainly is welcoming.
It's beautiful here.
And I just kind of toss a look at... What was his name? Luke? Alec?
Moonriver.
Alec Moonriver.
Yeah.
A talent then.
Yes.
Okay.
A talent each, please.
Yes.
Of course.
Death dust.
Guy's breath from me.
Guy's breath from me.
I will hand over a guy's breath as well.
Okay.
This guy's breath do again?
That's the one where you roll Gnosis and you can heal up to 4 aggravated damage, depending on how many successes you get.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that one too.
Since we already have built-in healing.
And I also have another guy's breath already.
Me too.
So it makes it a little easier
To give them out.
Yeah.
I just put that sheet.
What are you looking for? This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, so as he calls upon the spirit of this place, as you see a falcon land, as it gives out a powerful shriek, it shoots up and its feathers that fly behind it hit the air and turn into the silvery bridge that pass into the heavens.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Alec Moonriver. Was it?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to say that my character is going to attempt to say thank you in Spanish.
Okay.
Is she aware of more than one language to a degree?
Yeah, there's the any time she spent at their set because there's several.
I want to roll to see if she says it in the right language.
Okay.
So what did you want to give the stipulations of that roll?
Yeah, I would just say evens yes, odds no.
Okay.
Odds.
What language did I just say thank you in?
Not any that he's heard of.
Well done.
Arigato.
And land into the set.
And what's that? Oh wait, the copper door.
I want to specify I bowed to the falcon as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty much giving reverence to all the spirits we run into.
As you see a Silver Fang, a Get, and a Fianna greeting you.
Sounds like a joke. No.
As they start speaking, going, welcome.
Fomori's Bane.
Fomori's Bane. A pleasure.
Onyx-Flame.
Onyx-Flame. As you see the Fianna go, give a curt nod. You see tension kind of, or you feel tension between the three here.
I'll go up and offer a handshake. Mark guides the fallen. Pleasure to meet you all.
Good to meet you.
We are trying to get to Scotland.
Ah, well, that's a shame. We don't have any moon bridges to Scotland, as the Fianna gives a scoff. As he goes, yeah, I wonder why that is. You'll be quiet in front of strangers. We do not have a connection to Scotland. Our next connection would be over to London, which is a Glasswalker Silver Fang sept. But as you hear the Fianna going, but if you travel by foot by few miles, you'll get to Silbury Hill. There's a sept controlled by the Fianna there. They can get you closer.
Well, much thanks to you, brother. We'll head over on foot.
Thank you for the information.
Might we ask after your names?
Me, as the Fianna goes, I'm the Fae Singer. As the Get Offenders goes, Heart Crusher. And the Silver Fang. My name is the Worm Terror. Born from my father, who was, and he starts giving this long litany of names.
An ape, I
Stand
assume.
and politely nod as he goes on.
I'll look over at the Fianna.
I look at the Get, I'm like,
Eyebrows?
And you see the Get just put his head down as he goes, I think they get the point. Anyway, welcome to the Sept. If you wish to take our moon bridge, we will gladly take your talents, though I don't believe London has anything going to Scotland. Liverpool, maybe.
Well, we can always find our way.
As the Fianna goes, just 3 miles as the crow flies, I promise you.
That sounds like a plan.
that's yeah.
I think
We are in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, very well. As he goes,
You don't.
What are you, fostering Clea? What kind of mission could you be on that's that important? Especially when not with a Silver Fang between you all, as you hear the guy going, what the fuck does that mean?
Cora's like,
Well,
I'm going to hook arms with Cora and say it would behoove us to get to move on.
did you?
I'll intervene. There's no need for this tension. Clearly, you three are going through something, but there's no need to place that upon us.
As they all three just turn and look at you.
We don't.
As you hear the Get going, what the fuck does that mean? As the Fianna goes, I think he's saying that we're having a lover's quarrel. A lover's quarrel. He's actually saying that about us. The Silver Fang starts cracking his knuckles.
Nope, we're all just foolish Clea.
Don't lie, I am proud of my rank.
Stop it. And our home sept is very, very troubled right now, and we have to hurry through our quest to get back to it. I'm very sorry for any trouble we've caused already.
Or any trouble we cause in the future. We're sorry for being us because we're the trouble children.
As we walk away, I'm going to turn and look at the Fiona and mouth Americans.
Or just punch down on Onyx-Flame. No,
I'm just very confused.
I'm just looking at all these apes talking
we didn't do anything.
And as we
What
walk
was
out
their
of the
problem?
sets, I look at Bishop and say, that was very foolish.
How?
Don't talk like that in front of a Silver Fang. They will always take offense.
Or again, Fenris.
Yeah, and what was that remark about Americans?
did suggest that they had some kind of problem, and it's kind of like a 5-year-old walking up to you being like, "Man, I see you don't have your shit together."
And I want no part of it.
Which, to be fair, if I saw a 5-year-old do that to not me, I think it was hilarious.
Also like, oh shit.
You see these parents fighting and not their 5-year-old shows up and goes, "You should get counseling."
Then that means it's so obvious it's a problem. I just showed up and wow, you guys got issues.
It was a very ragabosh thing to say.
So after a few miles of running,
During the time, I explained to them the relationship between the Silver Fangs and literally everyone else because they're royalty, and we don't talk to them like that.
Well, Nightbiter never
you
acted
come
like
across
that.
this. It's a man-made
burial
hill.
mound.
And you see the markings of the Karen hidden from prying eyes.
Greeting howl.
The greeting howl.
Wait, no, that would be me doing
Or,
that.
yeah, I should say, she,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fury Song, does her greeting howl, as you hear the reply back as a lupus named Greenspeaker shows up. He seems perfectly calm, and then he looks at Fury Song, and you see this cloud of anger show up on his face. As he goes, "Ugh, what? What are you doing back here, blood traitor? It's been a few months, but you think we wouldn't remember you? And you're..."
So I'm gonna say that I'm going to assume this is a Hamid-born, and sometimes...
No, okay, he's lupus. He said it in his introduction back that he's lupus-born.
Oh, well,
He sees you and he's clearly mixing you up with someone else.
if I shift to Hamid, will that help?
I don't know. You can tell me.
Well, if he's lupus, then probably not.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you've got the right Garu.
Your scent is similar but different. I apologize.
Thank you.
Similar but different. Do you know if you have relatives here?
She was not from Europe.
I don't know anything about my... I'm gonna go inside. Or wherever I can go.
Well, you basically have to stay with us until we're
Oh,
allowed to
well,
go anywhere.
Yeah.
Just gonna kind of,
Sorry.
what is this particular... I assume they're in lupus form. What do they look like?
They're kind of a big, deep, earthy brown wolf with highlights of dark, kind of black flecks along the back and around the face, and emerald eyes.
And we're assuming that we're all in lupus as well, because we've been running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we near any cities, or is it in the middle of nowhere?
It is near a tourist trap, but people don't come here out here that often because it gives a weird vibe, so to speak.
Would I be aware of any siblings I might have?
No, you said you didn't have any remembrance of before
Yeah.
the life.
Just double checking.
She's seeing if you knew.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, because, I mean, a theory pops into mind, obviously, but, like, well, we'll just have to see. I'm curious about the town all of a sudden.
Curious about the similar but different also.
As he looks you over and he turns around, yeah, missing the patch. After she betrayed the tribe.
Oh, so it must be another werewolf, so it'd be unlikely to be an actual sibling to mine, right?
Which tribe are you referring to?
Heard of the patch, haven't you? Comes on red talons when they are accepted by Griffin's brood.
Haven't heard of
In
it.
his tribe. All red talons have a patch of reddish fur. Even those with no ties to the tribe before their choice to join.
Oh. Interesting.
Stag informed me when that one came that she was once part of our tribe, and she forsook it to go with Griffin.
Oh, sorry, it's Fiona.
Was.
Griffin
is the red talon totem.
Right, but the stag is Fiona. So the lupus that we're speaking to,
Is Fiona.
Speaker, is
He's Fiona.
So basically there was a werewolf who looked like me who switched from Fiona to Red Talon.
Yes.
And Red Talon is the one that hates humans.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So I'm curious, but I also don't know what kind of questions I don't. She's curious, but she doesn't want to let on how curious she is.
Got it.
So she's just kind of like listening and.
They're new to the island.
What do you seek here at the Sept?
Passage to Scotland.
Okay. We can get you one for a talent.
Of course. We'll pass on a moon sign.
Should have known better. You run with Hamid's. That one would not. I tell you that.
That's evident if they join the Red Talons.
Some red talons will run with Hamid's on occasion.
I'll
Perhaps
admit
not
they
an
get
entire
tiresome
pack
at
of them,
times.
Bloodwind. Not Bloodwind. Yeah.
I will give up
His pack
a
is-
moon sign.
I'll give up Death Dust.
Is Hamid?
So we're just
Is it
going
this?
to like fly through here?
Unless you want to stay.
Red Talon, though?
Oh, that's right. Never
Because I
mind. He's
could
dead.
be like, oh gosh, I'm hungry. Let's go into town
That's
for a
awesome.
meal.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I was very confused
I
too,
don't know.
obviously.
I have to So, functionally, what time is it?
You've been traveling probably for like 6 hours.
Oh, we're probably tired, so.
Yeah.
But also now, time changed a lot.
Yeah, time also changed.
Yeah. We're like in the future now. No.
We've been traveling for a while. Could we stay the night and then use a moon bridge to get closer to Scotland?
Yeah, we can get you into Scotland.
Into?
Yeah, so we have a moon bridge up to a cairn there.
Oh, perfect.
That's a relief.
I do have a question. A few of the other local seps in the area seemed to be very conspicuous about the fact that they did not have a connection. Is there something going on around here?
Oh, it's simple. Silver Fangs don't want to connect to Fianna cairns and Fianna lands in case the Fianna take it back. And Fianna don't want to open up cairns to get a Fenris sept because the Get of Fenris have always tried to take our septs from us. It's the way of them.
Cora sets her jaw.
Is this just a cultural thing here? Because I don't recall there being this sort of tension between septs in the country where we are located.
America?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that they have mixed cairns. I could never stand it, how to keep the Get in line or the Shadow Lords from stabbing others in the back.
We happen to be a mixed pack. I'm a
Cora
Fianna
takes a
myself.
deep breath.
This is
Oh.
Cora.
Kind of do a growl to Cora, just like, calm down.
We also have a
Not our
Urge
sept.
and
Maybe
a
need to
child
roll
of Gaia.
rage.
We have plenty of children of Gaia to try and
Does
Yeah.
she though?
peace.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
so.
Yeah,
you sound,
she probably
you
does.
yourself sound annoyed enough for that. It is.
Then again, you always like to.
He likes to make me roll rage.
Yes.
Yeah, she's an anger monster. She should roll
I
rage.
should roll rage.
It is difficulty 5 because
Y'all
it's the
better-
Gibeus moon.
Y'all better, like, Fucking
I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
Ready to pounce.
pounds, like.
Remember, if it's not for all the worm, you can spend a point of willpower to try and stop it, but you will instantly shift to crying.
Right, I want to fail, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's... Come on, dice. Fail me. Uh-huh.
Failed.
Failed. So you're able to keep control.
Yes.
And not to mention the navel gazers. They wouldn't get anything done in a cairn, always contemplating about the universe and things like that. And I heard you have 2 other tribes over there who are just openly hostile, so...
Ukten and Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lost.
So Uktena and Wendigo
Or
are
not anywhere else except
Well,
America.
what's a navel gazer?
Stargazer.
Yeah.
Because he's calling them that because they always stare at their navel thinking.
Oh.
It's an
It's like-
insult.
Yeah.
He must be losing a lot of honor.
Yeah, he's losing his own for the tribes, but...
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show how diverse the Garo Nation is.
I suppose so. I guess you must have a inordinate amount of children to guide. Good on you for keeping them all in line.
We try.
Cora takes another deep fucking
We don't have
breath.
to worry about this one, though. She is very in control. She is very, very well disciplined.
I suppose so.
Very, very well disciplined.
I don't know the equivalent of head and hands in wolf form. Maybe it's just like crazy eyes. Like
He just goes, yep. No, I understand it. Just, I had some kin who went out in the diaspora and went there. Never really kept too much contact with them, but I've seen many Fianna come back from America. They seem to have strange ways.
Not all of them.
You're not American.
Well, I'm going to take these humans
Says
to the
Cora.
city so that they can get something that's palatable for them.
Yes, well, it's hard to hunt here anyway. The wilderness is not quite what it used to be.
That is a shame. I did sense
Barren here.
Huh?
It's barren here.
Is barren here?
It's barren
Oh, it's
here.
barren here. That is a part of it. We try, but, humanity's had their hold, and the Weavers had her hold here longer than the New World, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Quite true.
So, about the not staying the night. A talent and a moon bridge tomorrow.
I suppose. If anything, you can sleep outside of Karen grounds if you don't want to pay the talent to stay here.
Sure, there's plenty of wild still out here.
I think that
We'll
would be
do
for the best.
That would be for the best, and we'll be back in the morning to ask for the use of your moon bridge.
See you tomorrow.
So do we pass into the
Cora
physical
doesn't
now?
say thank
Yeah.
you. Cora doesn't say any. She's
Oh, thank.
Yeah.
You'll thank him?
I will
I
thank
will
him too.
also thank him.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we are fellow Fianna, and we stick together.
Alright,
And
so
we're
Cora's
children
just
of
gonna
Gaia, but you seem to be a
glare.
better children of Gaia right now.
the
Okay,
gauntlet here is difficulty 4.
Don't worry, both 5.
What are we?
Oh,
You
don't
roll Gnosis to train
Oh, what's
to
your
get into
Gnosis?
the physical world.
5.
My gnosis is
Oh.
3.
So I would probably be her.
Yeah, that's
Here's
you.
on
Yeah.
this 5.
Yep, I do too, but
And then she has to roll for herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it with like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What was the difficulty again? Just 6?
4.
4. Nice.
Yeah, 4.
So instantaneously shift over.
Oh, it takes me 30 seconds because it was
Okay.
diff 4 instead of diff 5.
So
Oh, whoa,
I'm
did we
So
gonna.
long for you.
Did we shift over in Lucas form?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, we're in the middle of a field.
Right, but you never know. What the?
I mean, we had to have found somewhere with a reflective surface.
Well, don't we
Well,
have a pocket
you-
mirror?
Well,
No.
No,
I'm
she's
not that
betrayed
character
us
anymore.
I thought we took it.
No.
Or wait, like pocket
It was-
mirrors are like $1.
It was
so.
bound to her, so
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it wasn't bound to her. It was in her magpie swag.
Oh, that's right.
It was
in
also
that.
bound to me.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, because she had it before the magpie swag.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
so you find a little bit of reflective surface, basically, you pop in. That reflective surface was one of those like mirror shimmers for a road.
Okay,
Wow.
so
That's totally fine.
I would like to. So I'm assuming that we all switched to Hamid. I'd like to roll. So, because I mean, she's the pack leader, and generally I don't really lead anybody anywhere. But I want to roll subterfuge to kind of like covertly lead them to the loudest restaurant/bar that I can find, where I
Okay.
can most
I'm
easily.
already
slip away.
taking you guys there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
let me show you around.
She's
So-
our guide.
Well,
so
right,
you both
but
can do intelligence streetwise. She gets 2 bonus circumstance bonus dice for familiarity.
So I get
So
4
I'm-
dice.
I was doing subterfuge to see if I could like, because I don't have streetwise.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured that I could be like kind of like subtly psychologically nudging them in a direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with
Okay.
like little like my toes are pointing over here. You subconsciously notice this and follow me.
So in the after the 25 seconds extra that it takes Sorcha to get over, Cora's like, "What took you so long, Fiona?"
Wait, what?
Cora's angry.
Oh, right.
What did you
Oh,
say, though?
What took you so long, Fiona?
Excuse me.
Cora's angry now.
I will have you know that among the subs up here, we're likely to run into a lot of Fiona. And you, being Get, will need to learn to control your rage.
I did a fine job.
Do a better one.
Cora stands up straighter like, I did.
I'll just turn to Kyle and be like, should we just let them, like, hash it out? Okay. 'Cause I
don't-
clearly don't know how to handle a situation.
I don't mean any kind of disrespect. But those tribal lines are thick. They, as children of Gaia, will be fine. She, as Fiona. Because now I know you're officially Fiona because of all of the introducry howls.
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't know
she
that?
didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I thought that we talked about it at one point.
Yeah, we talked about how I didn't know.
Nice.
She's not very talkative.
But since you've had to do the introductory howl, she's figured it out. We'll be mostly safe among my kind, but you're likely to be quite insulted.
It is strange how in this land they seem to take no issue with speaking in dishonorable ways to those who are different. I would have expected better, from what I've heard.
Dishonorable, speaking from history, is more like it.
Lead us
I'm-
to.
It's not so different from how the Lieutenant and Wendigo talk about the Getter Fenris.
That's fair, but we haven't run into many Lieutenant and Wendigo who have outright been so incredibly insulting.
Rude's the word.
Well, like Sorcha just said, this is
I
a
know.
land where the tribal lines are ancient.
I know.
Well, and even so, like, almost seeming to take pleasure in getting a rise out of somebody by speaking as lowly as you can when you know they're standing right in front of you is extremely dishonorable, in my opinion.
Sometimes humans act like that.
Humans are too obsessed with their own opinions.
Well, so do Lupus,
Yeah.
particularly the Red Talons.
Yes,
I
which
think
is why
everyone
I don't...
suffers from this. And this will be a learning experience, I guess.
I think we need to rest.
I think a great
Yeah.
lesson that we can all learn from a table with some food and drink.
Right, let's just get some beer.
Beer?
Beer?
Bear?
So,
I'm not getting there. Oh, right, you're the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have a fake ID for this?
He does.
Yeah.
He
From
does.
the Bonar
For
Also,
well, no, that's an
you're
American.
allowed to...
Right,
ID.
but it's still...
It's still.
I still would be... Okay, out of
Oh,
character.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But also...
You're 21 in America, not in England.
Yeah, not in England.
Well, no,
The
because, like,
drinking age here is much, much lower.
right, yeah, no, I know. It's just, like, I don't, for some reason, I thought it was,
It's
like,
18.
driving and he had to...
18.
Which means I don't even have to use my fake ID. I can use my real one.
Oh shit!
That was actually something strange in the UK. They never asked me for my ID. They're just like, here you go, have fun.
Cora's 2 months out for not needing her fake ID.
All right.
So,
Sorcha said there's beer. Let's go.
Saoirse.
Saoirse. I said Sorcha. My bad.
Not Saoirse.
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 Yeah.
Saoirse. I'll get it
So
eventually.
you start following the road as you see more and more cars clearly heading in that direction.
I got 3 for locating and directing to Loud Bar.
And you get to one.
Pub
Yep.
with pub food and beer.
So whenever everyone seems well involved in the revelry and loudness, I'm going to attempt to slip away.
Okay. Roll. I'll give you a bonus die for it, and I will give roll manipulation stealth because it's a social situation that you're trying to use to slip out.
Okay, what's my diff?
We're gonna go because of how crowded the bar is. We're gonna say diff 5 for you. For anyone noticing, it's gonna be diff 7.
I'm trying to keep an active watch over all of them since I am their guide.
A perception
so far.
I got 2.
Perception alertness.
4.
Shit.
4.
I got 4.
So I'm going to assume that you guys noticed that I was not excited about the beer for once, and that probably tipped y'all off that I was being weird.
So everyone noticed.
Where are you going?
Well, it was probably through the bar, so it wasn't like while she was right next to all of you. Probably it was probably when you were all heading out to get another drink when Fury's song starts to move towards the door and you're all heading back to the table and you notice her several tables away just going,
Every single
me,
one of you.
Excuse me.
I'll go. I'll go.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'll go.
The more you discuss that, the further she gets away, and it won't matter if she sneaks out or not.
So Cora follows. Excuse me.
So Cora starts following.
Oh, is
I'll
she?
watch them then.
Well, I'm gonna roll perception
We're not
alertness
gonna
to see
go
if I
anywhere.
notice her.
Yep, perception alertness. It'll be diff 6.
I'm not
because what's
sneaking.
extra.
You're not sneaking.
No,
You're
I'm
just
Yeah, so
following
you just
me?
need one. So you just need one success, just because of the crowd.
Okay.
So it's diff 6 for you.
3.
All right. So you notice Cora's kind of coming up to you.
Can I help you?
Where are you going? I thought you liked beer.
I do.
Then come drink with us.
I want to check something about this city. It's a personal.
You're being cryptic, sister.
I'm not very good at that, am I?
Is it about what happened today at...
I was raised in very cruel situations.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, if there was at some point someone here who's similar to me, I couldn't care less about them because I don't know who they are. And so it doesn't matter if we have a blood relation. What matters to me is if they were here and if they were taken from the same litter as me, it's possible that they were raised in the same situation as me, and that may be going on here. And I want to make sure that it is not happening here, because if it is, I'm going to break it.
You have a family. You can talk to us. You don't have to sneak about.
I don't want to share my pain. I like to keep that to myself. I don't want my pain to taint the rest of you.
That's the problem, though. If you don't share the burden, then it's not easier to carry.
There's nothing to carry if it's who I am.
Well, I will not force you into talking to everyone else. But if you want someone to come with you, I will gladly. However, I also do not think you should go by yourself.
You might be right. That could have been my ego. What I'm thinking at this point is the sort of activities that took place that I'm accustomed to, considering what we experienced at the docks before we went to destroy the
Blight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I can't think
You're
of
fine.
words today. I really
fine.
can't. Whenever we went to destroy the Blight, the people that the Fomori were drawn to were like the people that I was accustomed to experiencing.
Yeah.
If there are Fomori in this city, I could do the same thing that I did at the Blight location and maybe find it. that way.
There are Fomori everywhere.
Is there a way to seek them out specifically?
Not that I don't know. Probably sense worm gift. But are you dead set on trying to figure this out tonight?
We're leaving soon. We didn't come here to do this. The reason that I went off on my own is because this is my own personal issue. It is not a motivation for any of you at all. If I find one of these places where these things are happening, I feel about it the way that you feel about the worm.
Wherever it dwells. Wherever it dwells. I understand.
I suppose it's up to the rest of you what you would like to do. If you want to tell the rest of the pack, I won't stop you, because I'm not going to take away someone else's choice.
Let me put this in another way. You're putting yourself in unnecessary danger right before we go on a mission that...
There are hundreds of lives that are already in danger if this is happening, and they are in danger every night.
My concern right now is our mission. Not that your concern is any less important, but you are putting yourself in unnecessary danger by going alone. And I'm giving you a stern talking to because you decided to go off alone. Instead of communicating with your family, with the people that are closest to you.
It is difficult to think clearly or of the future when your mind is being pulled to a painful and distracting past. I apologize for acting rashly, but it is still difficult for me right now to think outside of that.
Okay, then come back with me and let's talk with the pack.
Oh, Barbie Claire. Okay.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, the rest of the pack is around the table as you see food coming back. As the bar food
So I
ends in front of you.
take a drink and kind of nod back to the door. Does this happen often?
Yeah, of course.
Does what happen often?
This running off on your own? I mean, I don't have a pack, but as far as I know, packs aren't like this.
I mean, normally in high tense situations it's happened before, but this is the first where just walked away. Definitely. Something's clearly bothering her.
Until we know what it's about,
She'll come
we
to
can't
us.
really say. Don't know why she walked off. And until we do, we can't really speculate on it.
Yeah.
And is your get going to be a problem?
Less so than any other get.
You guys
Because of
are
that
just as
second part.
racist as all the other ones.
Have I been I've been less mouthy than other get,
Right.
but
Less
have
of
I
a
been
problem.
less ragey than other get?
I don't know, but
I feel like I
you are going to
rage.
talk shit at someone when you walk into their sept. Oh, a Fianna sept. Mine now. Like, you know.
This is mine. Fight me. She is foster. She knows that she's not.
I don't.
And that was out of character, right? Oh, that?
Yes.
Well, that part of
Yeah,
this.
that part was. Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't. There are a few tribes that talk poorly about the Get in America, and mostly it's the Utena and the Wendigo. Mostly, everyone has barbs, but this is something that she and probably none of the Get in America are used to.
She'll have to.
I understand that, but you'll also have to understand where she's coming from. Normally, it's the Get who get to talk shit about everyone else. This is the opposite for her.
This is true. She...
Will you be able to handle her? If she frenzies.
If she frenzies, yes,
Yes,
of course.
of course.
We, as a family, will handle it, as we always have.
As you see them starting to come back in.
See? They're back.
As you two duck and weave through
Yeah.
the crowd.
I
Whether
just kind
your
of
beer and your food is waiting for you.
plop heavily in my seat, grab my beer, ignore my food, and down it.
That's the spirit.
As you feel the tingle on your finger, then it's gone.
Another!
Get out of my bar!
I didn't really do that. But yeah, so I'm just focusing on my drink, not really eating my food. I might poke at it a little bit, but I'm just eyes down, just...
Cora looks at Fury Song. You don't want me to talk for you? Cora looks at Fury Song. Do you want me to talk for you?
They have questions they can ask me.
So, I clearly heard that.
Yeah. Does the angry one who's throwing a temper tantrum want to talk to her family?
It couldn't be the beer that's talking. Fury Song, something's clearly up.
I am concerned that it is a far-fetched concern. I thought that I would go out and investigate and assure myself that what I am afraid is happening is not happening, because in the back of my mind, I do think that it is unlikely. But there is a part of myself that just has to check. I don't want to lead you on a wild goose chase, but I am concerned about activities that may potentially be going on here. If a blood relative of mine was here, if they were pulled from the same litter, I couldn't care less about them. What I do care about is the kind of people that would be interested in them.
And what sort of thing are you referring to?
Humans that use animals as toys.
I don't really know much about your background, Shinigami.
I don't like talking about it.
Understandable, because you haven't.
I didn't get these scars as a werewolf.
I believe that, yes.
Well...
So I put it to her that she needed to talk to us because we are her family, and we would make the decision if we wanted to go with her or not. You are welcome as well, if you would like to go. However,
I'll have to.
I do just want to warn all of you that if we do find something, I am not going to walk away from it. That's not going to happen.
don't expect you to.
Okay.
We've probably talked a bit more than you've talked to everyone else, huh?
Probably. And I assume that you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not like she's secretive about it. If people ask her, it's just like, I figure it's kind of a PTSD thing where she doesn't really want to say, like, the word.
Yeah.
You know? But
I just figure since we've,
IRL, do you know about her past?
Mark doesn't, but I as a player do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you talked to us about it, like, your first
You
night.
almost definitely know.
When
Yeah.
I met you. Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm not opposed. I don't think we can spend more than the night on it.
I didn't figure, which is why I didn't want to necessarily draw attention. And like I said, more than likely there will be nothing. And I hope that I am able to reassure myself with that knowledge, but I have to be certain.
You're clearly at unease about this, and I'd gladly accompany you to bring your mind at ease.
Would you accompany me if I began to murder humans?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that, but I will still be with you.
Depends on the humans.
Yeah, it depends on the humans.
Humans are using wolves as...
So what I was telling Cora is the type of humans that are attracted to these kinds of circles are the same type of humans that the Fomori were seeking out at the Blight. And if, since I have experience acting a certain way to get a Fomori's attention, if we find a Fomori and I do the same thing, that may allow me to locate something like this if it exists.
We did have a little help before, though, because we knew the bar that they were going
Yes,
to be
unfortunately, and we don't have anyone now who has sense worm.
She seemed to tip someone away from that gift when he thought about taking it.
Definitely. Out of character daggers.
I mean, I have something small that could help.
Did a regender give you something?
I actually have a question out of character.
Yeah.
So I imagine that the place that we're in, like, this is Fianna territory.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. This is a Fianna Karen territory.
Fianna territory. Is like those territory lines in this part of the world, are they very much like a don't do shit here. That's our business, not yours.
Oh, yeah. If we are in someone else's territory.
As my character would know.
They might. It's Karen specific. You might be able to twist this. If you do it subtly, you might be able to twist this as, hey, we did you a favor, can we get the moon bridge for free? But if it blows up and the cops start getting involved, then it might cause issues.
That's fair.
And I pose this litany. Wherever it breeds, wherever it nests.
Yes, but we're not going after the worm particularly. It's
Dogfighting rings.
Dogfighting
Yeah.
rings.
We do have to say that if you start killing humans, the local Fiona, even though you're Fiona, aren't going to take too kindly to it.
That could probably be more trouble for the Cairn and the Set.
I'm not seeking to kill anyone. I'm just saying that if I see something that is familiar to me, I can't promise that I will not frenzy.
So, the smart thing to do, the wise thing to do, is to let it set for right now. Talk to the Fiona tomorrow, perhaps on our way back, and see if we can handle it then. That way, we have the blessing of the sept that has this territory.
They resented the wolf that I resembled. The wolf that I resembled left them to join the Red Talons. Why do you think it was that she hated humans? And they dislike her. They probably don't know. If they knew what was going on around here, I imagine that they would be a bit more charitable with their opinion. Not that they would have to forgive her. I don't know what she did.
I'm not sure. However, we have to think about this rationally. I know that it's very difficult for you. But I think that the best option is to wait. Not tonight, because we could... Our pack has gotten in so much trouble for just going off and doing shit.
I mean, I just insulted a Silverfang, so...
Well, and we do actually have a lead. It's just the one you said you didn't care about.
I'm saying that I'm not... We're related by blood. I don't know them. I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for the people who may have been interested in them. If I run into them and they're kind, maybe.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean that they're our lead. If you want to pursue this, they would be our best bet. We know someone to look for.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know if they were from this area. But if you are serious about wanting to track down any other dogfighting rings that may exist in this place,
Bristles.
they might be in another city, and we might be better served first searching for the one they called Blood Trader.
I'm going to say that she may agree with you, albeit hesitantly, just because the idea of meeting someone who might have been through the same trauma as her at a subconscious level kind of bothers her. She doesn't really know why. Again, I feel like that would be kind of a PTSD reaction, not wanting to be near someone else who's been through something similar and having to see how others may see you. So she's going to request that if you are interested, I'm kind of speaking third person, just to speed it up. But she's going to suggest that if you are interested in doing that, that one of you guys seek her out. She doesn't want to seek her out herself.
Okay.
If they do speak, she's not ready.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah.
At the very least, while we're traveling through Scotland, I mean, if we run into any Red Talons, we can ask. Or anyone else can ask.
Oh, right, she's a Red Talon.
Mm-hmm.
She want to talk to y'all.
That's
So,
all right. We'll figure something
out of character, that's actually good. In character, she's not very happy.
All right. So finish your dinner.
Dispassionately shoves food.
Have another beer.
Please.
2 more.
One.
I kind of cheers.
Oh.
I'm paying for this.
One.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
Technically, all your bills are in American.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
right. We have $1,000 of
money.
useless money. We have 1,000 useless monies.
Currency exchanges, that would have been a good thing in
Wait a
London.
second. Out of character. You're paying 3 more.
All right.
As you see her come back, there you go. Here's the bill.
Yeah, I get up to go handle that.
Question: is the waitress pretty?
Solid 2.
She's not.
I look
2 out
at
of
my
5.
beer.
Oh,
well,
I thought
Like,
it was a 2 out of 10.
Appearance 2.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. She's not.
Slightly above average.
She's not awful.
She's average.
Polite nod, drinks my beer.
I love it.
I just like seeking opportunity for roleplay moments.
I understand.
I like it. So, finishes beer, finishes food. Time to sleep.
Can I roll to get the general subject ambiance of people around us? Like
Yeah.
what people talk about?
Yes.
What would you like me to roll? Perception alertness?
That'd be... Yeah, perception alertness.
And I'm gonna find us a bed and breakfast.
Alright. So, that's another streetwise.
I thought we were sleeping outside.
I thought we were too.
Yeah, I was
What's the
super ready
diff?
for that.
We're gonna go 6.
2.
Alright, you're hearing people talk about random things. These are people of the country. Some people are talking about, farming, things like that. Others are talking... One goes, oh yeah, it's still a shame about Patrick. Murdered in his own home.
Are we in Wales?
No.
No, that wasn't.
Like, are we supposed to be in Wales?
No, they're like, murdered in his own home. No, I heard it was the mob. It's the mob.
The mob.
You're in Melbro. There's no mob here.
Mildly interesting. Patrick.
Mm.
I don't know if she would find that significant enough to mention to the pack, but the mention of a mob is slightly piques her interest.
As you hear other people talking, one person talks about it. It's like, oh yeah, I heard about the mob. They stole poor Grayson McDonald's sheep. And someone laughs at him and goes, oh yes, all that talk about a mob. And others talking about random things. One person's talking about how they are this close to calling the police, as there's that one kid who keeps standing on their block and refuses to move. And they know they're up to something. They know they've seen scratches on their fence post.
You what?
Country folk, totally not realistically.
No,
Like,
I know. But at the same time, it is reasonable that the local sept goings on could be explainable to the local suspicious townfolk as, oh, there's a mob. So, it could be that Patrick was...
And of course talk about how it's like, oh, I don't want to go to the football club. Too dangerous. They always get too hyped up and start throwing drinks.
Sounds fun. Alrighty.
Sounds like a mob. No.
It does remind me of the moot that we had at Scepter of the Green where I tackled Cora in the snow. That was fun.
That was pretty good.
I learned how to play!
Well, we'll play. Alright.
Oh, was it snowy?
Oh no, it's March, so it's
Back
fairly
then.
warm.
Yeah.
No, she's talking about the moot that you guys were
Oh,
at.
right.
The, Super Bowl...
But no, it's
Okay.
not snowy here. It's
Yeah.
mid-March now.
Well, that doesn't matter here, so I don't
Well, yeah,
know how it was there.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
A bit chilly. Probably pretty wet. That's my guess.
So where are we off to?
Bed and breakfast. I rolled 1.
Alright. You find...
Out of 2. So,
50%.
Kind of decent enough bed and breakfast. So they give you they charge you and all that.
yeah.
You're given 2 rooms.
One
One
for the
for
boys.
One for the boys,
One
one
for
for
the
the
girls.
ladies.
It's like we're back in the mage's realm.
No.
Are we sure we're like in the modern version of the village now?
Well, it is a country town.
Yeah.
Then again, it is England. They're not nearly as religious.
This is actually a whole elaborate thing. So he goes, oh, that's where their Karen is. Let them think they're in England while I raid it.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Don't do that.
That would have been upsetting.
I just gave him.
Roger!
He knew, Raj. He went through B's memories.
Yeah.
Damn it.
As you come back and her gender's turned to stone.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Don't do that.
End of game session. New characters. No.
As you just in your
Spend the rest of your life in the thrall of the mage.
Hey, but the set politics are over.
Nice.
So the next morning over breakfast, I'm going to mention that I could possibly just rent a car. Because I have the ability to do that as a full-fledged adult.
Oh, yeah. How old are you?
20.
Yeah, but this would get you there real quick since you're on the far southern side of
The UK.
the UK. You'd be going like 300 miles.
Yeah.
The speed
What's-
limit everywhere is like 30 or 40, and there's tractors everywhere.
Hours.
Not including the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
What's 8 hours of driving? Okay,
I prefer
Moonbridge.
Moonbridge, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, in character, I'd prefer to take the bridge.
I think the bridge would be quicker as well.
Okay,
Alrighty.
because I have it in my character's backstory. She has like one dot in resource, so she has a car. And she doesn't have her own place she lives, but like it's stored at her mom's.
Oh, wow.
So we're sitting at the bed and breakfast right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Around the breakfast table.
Have I... sorry, I'm just kind of...
Lots of eggs and sausage and...
Well, no. What I
love
wanted to
Polish.
ask was whenever we went through the town, did I notice a lot of yards with pets in them?
I think it
Yeah, there were lots of yards with like dogs,
What was
cats.
the degree of security around gates with pets?
Not super secure. Like you could like reach in and grab a dog or
So
something.
people aren't incredibly worried about their dogs just kind of getting stolen.
Correct.
Okay. Just checking.
So you return to the cairn as excuse me. Green Speaker greets you all again. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you.
I assume you'll want the moon bridge open.
I've...
As he gives out a howl, you see a spirit of war arrive. He looks almost like a Roman legionnaire mixed with like a Celtic warrior. As he strikes the top of the hill and it peels away to skulls before Moonbridge shoots out from it.
I think our Moonbridge has some run for its money.
I'd be sure to bow to the spirit.
It bows back as you feel the heat of its eyes upon you
I hand my talent to Green Speaker.
Mm-hmm.
as he takes a talent each.
Away my vision pool goes.
What one do you have left?
I have Moon Sign and Guy's Breath.
I don't know anyone dead, so I don't think I really need death.
Well, it's on a
dust.
fresh body. Like if you found a fresh body, you could pour the dust on
Oh.
it and ask it a question.
Keeping that.
In the first 24 hours.
Go find Patrick. Find out about this mob yet? What that kid's doing to my fence?
Just go up to the kid, crack, then do it. Are you scratching his fence? No, you were a liar. And leave the body. in
Justice
the
is
house.
done.
Another victory for Femore's Bane.
Another victory for truth. Shedding light on the dark underbelly.
Truth, justice, the American way.
Call me King Solomon. As you travel across the moon bridge, you land into misty mountains. The hills roll with crags and stones, no trees, with thin grass all around you. As you see over the way a lake crashing along with just a few sparse trees. As you see a Garu waiting there, sitting on stone, taken aback as he sees the moon bridge, as he's been waiting for the moon bridge as it opened up, and then seeing you finally show up. I don't recognize any of you, as he has a thick accent.
That's not surprising.
Femore's Bane. From America, so.
Sorcha Flynn, Onyx-Flame, Fiona.
Oh, heard of your father.
Who hasn't?
Oh yeah, who's that?
So I'll introduce the pack.
His name is Hidden Dancer.
Will Stonecrasher. What brings you all the way up here from America?
Out of character, does this lake look familiar?
It looks similar, yes. Not quite, but it does look very similar.
Could we perhaps do a roll for it?
Yes.
Sure.
Perception.
Occult? Because
It would be wits enigmas.
Would it?
Well, he has an eidetic memory.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could it be wits eidetic and memory?
Not quite, because it's still to translate the dream.
That's fair. 1, 2, 3. Enigmas, you said?
Yes.
Oh, sweet, I have one enigma.
Diff.
6.
Not me.
3.
I have one in enigma.
You see one that does seem familiar.
I got 4.
It's off in the distance. Because there's a couple of these lakes, actually. All around.
Mm.
I'm just gonna casually explain. Oh,
Yeah.
they saw a vision of a lake.
Okay.
There's more to it than that.
Yes.
Good for them.
Minus Sorcha here, we had a vision from Traveler that requested us to come to Scotland, and these lakes seem eerily familiar.
That lake.
Yeah, that
In
one.
fact.
Oh, I see. Look in it.
Tyler, unfortunately, does not remember most of the dream, but I remember the child of something and the important person that we have to something with. Kyle. Boy, does Kyle remember.
Out of character, I think it was... There was a white wolf.
Yes.
A lion's roar.
A lion's roar.
A man in blue.
A man in blue.
Did I imagine like trumpets or some other fanfare bullshit?
It was bagpipe.
Bagpipes.
Yeah.
Right. That's why we thought Scotland.
We let Kyle explain it in detail.
As he
Yes.
goes, I would suggest going to the lake. It might be telling you that it's the next leg of your vision. But I'm no Thurge.
That's
But-
you.
But that would make sense. The worm howlers have been on edge recently.
Worm?
The worm howlers?
Oh, it's what you call the black spiral dancers.
Ah, that makes sense. White howlers, worm howlers. Understandable.
Thank you for allowing us in your camp.
Sure, it's about a mile and a half from here. If you go down that way, people don't tend to go hiking this time of month. It's still a bit cold for them.
Mm.
So you should be able to make it there in lupus form.
Mm.
Well, you're in the Umbra anyway, if you wish to take the moon paths. They're mostly safe. It's a gibbous moon.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
What is the name of your sept?
We are the Sept of the Misty Peak.
Well, it's an honor to be here. This is a very beautiful cairn.
Is it Fiona?
Yes. Appreciate it. We took it from the White Howlers centuries ago.
Good.
I think this is the first character one that we've been to that hasn't just shit talked every single other tribe the moment we walked in the door for no reason.
Where are we? Like,
Yeah.
city.
Yes. You're on the mountain Ben Macdu, and you're in the Cairngorms National Park. There's no real cities near here for a while.
Alright. That's helpful.
But we've got a couple. If you get out of the park, you'll start going. If you go south for several hours, you'll get to Edinburgh. You can get towards Glasgow that way too.
Oh.
Probably want to take a car or take the spirit paths with a bit of caution. That's a bit further of a journey.
Mm.
One that I would take or one that most would take on a full moon.
We've learned our lesson. So, on to the lake if we're welcome.
You're welcome. We've got a good representative of a hero in these parts.
Hi.
Seems so.
I don't know if we'll be staying in this area for long. We might be moving on quickly, or
We don't know yet.
we could be here for weeks.
I hope not. Not that it's terrible, but we have business home too.
I understand.
We'll be
No
taking
offense
care of 'em.
taken. Alright, so as you head down, you get to the lake and you see Traveler rise up from the water. The water's boiling around him
That was quick.
and building
In a
mist.
bad way?
No.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't Traveler like a spirit that a lot of people were like, that doesn't really exist?
No, more like,
You know.
yeah, you saw Traveler. It's kind of like you saying, yeah, I shook hands with the Pope. True story.
Got it.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Oh yeah, a pack of Cleoths saw Traveler? Sure.
Yeah.
2 Fosterns now.
Also,
2 Fosterns now.
Also, it is a bit strange that he called us instead of anyone from the local area, I guess.
They're busy.
They're busy infighting.
There.
As you see the drums, you hear drums and clanking. As you see the hand move and you see kind of a mine behind him.
Can Sorcha see also?
Sorcha can see. As
Oh,
you see a
boy.
mine cracking, clanging, you hear the sounds of machines behind him. As he goes, he is there, and it is happening soon. As you see the face of a young Hispanic man, actually, maybe 15, 16,
Hispanic or Spaniard?
Hispanic,
Okay.
or at least Latin America, I should say.
Okay.
As you see the young man going, he goes, his change has happened, and he is confused, and they are searching for him.
Can we ask questions? I mean, we can try, I'm sure.
Who is after them, Traveler?
The spirals.
That's what I was afraid of.
Do you know his name?
The boy? Yes. His name is Mateus McTavish. He is here for vacation. And he has blood ties to this land from long ago.
Is this machinery, this mine that you are showing us, is it nearby?
It is in a village. The weaver blocks me out. But perhaps the locals here can tell you more. Forge the relationships that you need and show him how to forge them. If you can.
We will not let the spirals take him. He seems to be important.
He nods, and you two will need to check your phones. Because you hear something whispered.
Mm.
No, her and Susan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a...
Oh, because they're Fiona.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Fiona.
Have you sent anything yet?
Not yet. I'm about to. I had to do the create a group thing. Alright. As you hear the whisper in your head, he nods, and you see him absorbed in the smoke and the flames.
I'm gonna kind of lean back, cross my arms, and go, well, you weren't lying.
So
Pretend not to.
So I don't know that she heard it too, so I'm gonna say...
No, you both had an intrinsic sense that the other heard it.
Oh, okay. So Sorcha and I have experienced additional communication. I'm not sure if it was from Traveler or for something else, but it said that we need to seek the green path when the What was it? Darkness falls and the worm rumbles within the earth?
Under the earth?
Follow the green path and where the darkness...
Or find the green path.
Where the darkness... What?
When darkness falls and the worm rumbles within the earth.
The green path. That might have to do with the fair folk.
You would know more about that.
Would I know more about that?
I mean, he would make that assertion.
Yeah.
Because your Fiona, he's like, yeah, Fiona, they know all about the fair folk.
Yes, but would I?
Probably not a whole ton.
We could seek a third from the current sept we're at.
Yeah, they'd probably know way more. Because green to me sounds warmish.
Green?
The green path.
Yeah.
There could be...
A lot of the corruption they have is green and...
I was thinking nature like grass.
And the worm that rumbles under the earth could be... Maybe there's a mining project nearby.
I was
Well,
thinking
that would be
either that or one of
Weaver.
their worm thingies that go under the ground. Because I have those and I don't remember what their names are.
Oh.
What are they?
Thunderworms?
A thunderworm.
Yeah.
But I think talking to a local thurge might help us out more than speculation.
Aye.
So let's forge those bonds that Traveler was talking about.
Sounds great.
So, you spend the time to head back, as you are greeted once again by Stone Crasher.
Did he see any of that at all?
No.
Experience or hear?
No.
No. Great.
He was like a mile and a half away.
Well, I didn't know how loud it was.
There might have been a lot of mist.
Oh no! Mist in Scotland!
Mist.
There a lot! By my word, I haven't seen that in... Oh, by Gaia. 5 minutes.
You got me.
You okay, Sam?
I think you broke her.
No, that's when her gender dies.
Oh!
My poor heart. Oh God.
Oh dear.
I think you just have a penchant. Like
As he goes, anything interesting?
extremely.
We spoke to Traveler.
Okay.
No, I mean it.
We get this reaction all the time.
Anyway,
you do.
what did Traveler show you?
You gave us this reaction.
Agaru had its first change.
Oh, well.
That's out of the
The Black
ordinary.
Spiral Dancers are after him.
And apparently they have blood connections that are important.
To here.
I see. Interesting.
A
Last
boy
name.
by the name of Matthias McTavish.
For the McTavish name, there's a couple of McTavishes around here.
Are they Latino?
No.
What they call them Latino in the UK?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
I don't know.
Are
the
they Ken?
blood ties are very
Well-
ancient.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if they're Latin
Well,
American...
no Latin American McTavishes here. No, the McTavishes have just been here for centuries.
Well, that would make sense since they're old blood ties, is
Yeah.
what Traveler said.
Right.
We were wondering, our two Fianna had another vision, I suppose.
We need to speak to the Thurge.
A third.
A third, okay. Well,
Hmm.
and see if the right master is about. They got called away down south for something. I don't know if they're back yet. Look around. Do I need to know anything else about this vision?
The mine?
The mine.
The traveler
The mine?
mentioned
Ah,
when we were given the vision, there were sounds of machinery and breaking stone.
And there was a mine
And
in the vision.
There was a mine in the vision, and the traveler spoke of following the green path
that
where darkness falls. Falls?
I don't know about any green path. I've heard it before, but I've only heard it from Galliards, actually. More so than anything else. But there's a new mine going up in Aberdeen, which is the largest city nearby here to the east of here. possibly a couple hours drive.
The Umbra's pretty safe.
Currently.
Gibeus.
Mm.
Or Gibbous. Yeah.
Whatever. I think that speaking to the third would be helpful too, just so that we can have a clear understanding of what these visions mean and are saying to us.
Alright. Well, we'll see. I'll go look around.
Thank you.
Have you any troubles with thunderworms?
Here? Occasionally. They travel about. We get hit by spirals on occasion, especially these septs to the south here over by the Loch National Park to the southwest of here. Those are the ancestral cairns of the worm howlers, and occasionally thunderworms will attack. But thunderworms are rare, powerfully rare creatures.
Just a passing thought, I guess.
So there is a third. She is not the right master, but she is she's an Athro third.
That's rank 4?
Named Dances with the Dawn.
And should I also speak to a Galliard, do you think?
That might be a good idea.
I think I'm going to do that. Does anybody want to come with?
I'll come with you.
Okay.
I'd like... Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I finally become friends with you. Okay,
That was
yeah.
the plan.
Yeah.
I will stay behind. Dances with the Dawn.
I would definitely like to stay behind and talk with the Surge.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. So Dances with Dawn arrives as they kind of move up and they look around. Greetings, Dances with Dawn.
Greetings, guides the fallen.
We're from Morisbane. I'm Cora Two-Hearts.
Pleasure. What can I... Oh, and,
Onyx-Flame.
met your father once.
Who are you?
Her father's like rank 3 or 4, I think we decided.
Yeah.
So
So is this person? Are there only 5 rank 4s per country?
as it gets progressively higher, it becomes very rarer and rarer. And
Oh.
usually they're still pretty legendary at that point.
Don't question your brush with celebrity.
Yeah. 2 is the one everyone's expected to reach. 3 is where most Garu will cap out at, just because eventually the ranks get harder. Rank 4 means that you're kind of the elite. And then 5 means you're some of the best of the best. And then 6 means you're the Hercules of a warrior race.
To get to rank 6, you have to battle other rank 6s.
That's one of the ways. There's others, but yeah.
Okay.
Becoming a rank 6 is you have to prove yourself worthy time and time again before being eligible. So, anyway.
So,
We had a vision from Traveler.
I see. Okay. I will believe you for the sake of shortening the conversation.
Christ almighty.
We need interpretation of this vision. Possibly you can help us.
I'll do what I can.
Traveler showed us pictures of a Matthias McTavish in a mine.
Okay.
But he spoke to I and their Fiona and said to search for the green path when the darkness falls and the worm rumbles under the earth.
The worm rumbling under the earth usually means thunderworms.
Knew it!
But when they rumble under the earth and you feel it, as your vision points out directly, makes it sound like it's a big one. So,
Indeed.
if your vision is true, I would advise caution.
Do you perhaps know what seeking the green path means?
I've heard of it before, but no, it's not something that the spirits usually speak of.
I was thinking the fair folk.
It's likely. The good folk have their own words for things.
Traveler said that this Mateus is being sought after by spirals.
That would make some amount of sense.
And that he's had his first change and is feeling lost, and we need to find him, obviously. Though we're not sure where this mine comes into play, other than out of character, what is his name? The guy,
Stonecrusher?
yeah, Stonecrusher told us about a new mine going up in Aberdeen.
It sounds like Traveler's telling you what city you need to search in.
Alright. Sounds like Aberdeen then.
Yes, the company I believe is called Future Minerals.
Future Minerals. Sounds Pentexy.
That was my first thought. I was like, are they a subsidiary?
It sounds Pentexy, just...
Yeah.
Have the spirits spoken to you of any disturbances in Aberdeen?
They've noticed an increased uptick of Banes, but there's been an uptick all over the country. It just happened a few days ago. It seems like the spirals are acting on some information they got.
What sort of information?
I don't know. We didn't capture any.
Out of character. Tyler?
Gotta murder B.
Gotta kill this.
She told him some shit.
She told him shit. She frickin'... But Cora doesn't feel that way anymore.
No.
She doesn't feel that way anymore. She's
Right.
chill about it. Cora's totally chill about
I
it.
was with you guys. Fuck.
Of course, just like,
So then, I guess...
Another sin that I have to make her answer for.
Her sins are stacking up against her.
Mark will become visibly agitated, I guess, at it, because he remembers that B also had the vision.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't erase that, I don't think.
No.
The spirits here are at risk.
Another thing we've overlooked.
Old ties, though. Spirals will regularly attack specific kinfolk. Not all, but it's been a practice for years. We're not sure why.
Would any of those specific kinfolk be the McTavishes?
Some have been, not all the McTavishes, though. The McTavish is a pretty large family.
Alright.
Could you point us to any McTavishkin or Garu?
Kin aren't around, and our only McTavish is down south in Edinburgh, fighting a blight.
Good luck to him. We just finished that.
Yeah.
What rank are you?
Oh, Foster.
Cleof.
Impressive. Was it a young blight then?
Not sure. We did have an Athro.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had an Athro with us.
And a wormfoe.
And
He
a
was
And-
He
the
was
worm.
the worm
He was
folk,
the worm.
Oh, okay.
I see. Well,
Yeah, so we did have help.
still risky.
Extremely.
This is an old one, very old. So, and it goes deep into the earth.
That's unfortunate.
Absolutely.
I hope that they come back.
Guy will be with him.
Us as well.
Of course, you do.
And so, meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
you get to the Tale Singer. He is an Adrian Galliard, known as Howls for Tomorrow.
What is Adrian? Oh, that's
30?
rank.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So Galliard howls for what?
Howls for Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. I say a formal Galliard greeting.
All right.
Is that a thing?
As he goes, you speak in the old ways. It's something appreciated. It's something I really enjoy about the Lucas. Please, have a seat. Your friend is welcome as well.
Thank you.
I always like Children of Gaia. Good listeners. Not as good of listeners as the Silent Striders. They can listen to stories all night. A truly noble tribe for that reason.
We've recently been experiencing visions from a very powerful spirit, and we're currently seeking interpretation of some of the things that were said. Are you familiar with something called the Green Path?
Yeah. The Green Path was an old term used by old Fianna. It's used in some of the really old stories. The Green Path is sometimes called, also known as the Emerald Path. It is considered a path of friendship that can only be unlocked when two groups come together to aid each other for some common good, and it is known to be a merger between the Fianna opened it with the fair folk into what they called their dreaming, and that the dreaming is at the end of the Green Path. It's some sort of special part of the Umbra that the fair folk have access to.
Is there any significance to that and any of the local cities around here?
No, it's something that is done simply by individuals. The Green Path can be open anywhere if the conditions are right.
Do you know those conditions?
It is the willingness to put your life in the hands of someone else. Completely.
Does it have to be a different group?
Yes.
So it can't be two individuals.
It can be two individuals, but it's usually groups. All our legends point to us and the fair folk, but I have heard tale of a Get of Fenris and a Fianna doing it. So it can't. And then I've also heard of the tale of a Silent Strider and a Child of Gaia pack doing it.
What were those, like, 3 freaking stooges that were all mad at each other back in the
Fianna,
day?
Get, Silverfang.
Silverfang.
Okay.
I knew it was coming. I'm like, great. 2 that have to get together? Sweet.
Gonna have to make them get along, aren't we?
I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe.
Okay. Thank you very much for this information. This is very helpful. Is there anything that I can get with you in return? Maybe a story from the United States,
I
as
would
the humans
love
say.
a story from the United States as he leans forward with eager anticipation.
All right. What would be? I assume maybe like a story, something from. What story would he not be familiar with?
Any of your adventures? Maybe he would probably not be super familiar with the tale of the Storm Eater, since that's an American story.
I learned that from what's his nuts.
Yeah, you
I love
Whoa!
long ago from what's his name? I learned it was Walks with the Forgotten.
Thank you.
He
wonder if
does
that.
walk with them.
Yeah.
The forgotten children he can't have because he's a menace. Okay.
I love
That's
that.
my menace buddy you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Mine too. All right. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go ahead and regale that with
Okay.
all of the performance that I can muster.
Alright, charisma performance. Because there's a little less pressure, it'll be this 5.
Because that was actually a lot of information you gave us. Oh, I think there was already a... Hold on. Sorry, there was a dice up there already. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, so you tell an excellent rendition of that story,
Wonderful.
adding your own personal flair as well.
Yay!
And he is impressed with you. You told a good story, so you will get some renown.
Woohoo!
Good
Well
job.
done.
And we will find out everything else next time.
Next week.
Next time.
Not next
Not
week.
next week. Next week we have an
frick.
off week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Sorry, Sam.
That's okay.
All
I
right.
have D&D next week.
Also, the week after that, Riley and I will be out.
Okay.
Traitors.
Yes, we will be, both of us, in separate states.
Okay.
Traitors.
Blood
We will-
traitors.
We'll inform you of what your characters missed.
Wonderful.
Alright.
I have a key.
I do too.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.